What's up, guys? Nizofel here today. Uh, well, I just came back from doing my AFC side of the 2022 to 2023 NFL playoffs. So yeah, we had the Bengals uh going to the Super Bowl after beating the Chiefs. That's all I'm just gonna say. You gotta go watch the other video, and you'll see the reasons why I think this is what happens. So yeah, um, but anyway, now we got uh Well, the Eagles are on bye, right? So they should be there, right? Okay. Sorry, I needed to do that quickly. But anyway, let's get right into it. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. There's one thing I also need to talk about. Is OBJ going to be actually playing? I don't think OBJ is going to be playing this season. I think his injury is way more serious than people thought it was. There's been reports about that with Jerry Jones and whatnot. But yeah, Dallas Cowboys historically bad in the playoffs. They can't make it past they can't make it to the championship round, you know what I mean? So yeah, and you got Tom Brady who somehow, some way made the playoffs with such a horrible record, but regardless of that, it's always it's always nice to see Tom Brady in the playoffs and see him do magical things. So yeah. Um Cowboys, now they've had a bad game against the Texans. They destroy the Colts, but they destroy bad teams usually. Sometimes they don't, but they lost unfortunately when the Jaguars were a good team. Uh, Eagles, they didn't have Jalen Hurts. Cowboys beat the Titans in a boring game, but regardless, that happened. Now this game, Dak Prescott, he played the game, didn't he? Cooper Rush 0 for 1. Like, he played the game. I don't think they were running backs. I don't know what happened with the running backs, but yeah, that's what happened. CeeDee Lamb, Sam Howell. The fact that you guys lost to Sam Howell and they're not playoff contention is just crazy to me. While the Buccaneers, they've lost to the Falcons, I believe. So I don't like how they're both feeling after their matchups. You know what I mean? Like Tom Brady just recently lost to the Falcons. Yeah, I mean he played for a half, so do I think they would have won? Yes, if he played the full game, sure. Um, yeah, Mike Evans didn't even play the game. Okay, so that's what happened there. Okay, and Desmond Ritter dull, right? But yeah, doesn't matter. Jeez. Okay. Um, what I think, Cowboys or the Buccaneers? People are already be like Tom Brady plays bad, yada yada. But we gotta remind ourselves, Tom Brady also played bad in his Super Bowl run. Remember, he lost 38-3 against the Saints, and then like 38 to 17 to the Saints. Like he lost to the Saints in his Super Bowl year horribly, and he still was able to go on a magical run and win the Super Bowl. It's just that's just how Tom Brady works. He plays well in the playoffs, and he has insanely good luck. And his luck is gonna keep going for him because he's gonna beat the Cowboys. That's right, he's gonna beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys are gonna have some unlucky, sad, unfortunate loss once again. History repeats himself. That's what I like to say. History repeats itself. It's gonna happen. The Tom Brady is gonna beat the Cowboys and send them home. You know what I mean? But anyway, next we got the Vikings and the Giants. Now, I think these teams are both overrated. One of these teams uh wins all one-score games. One of these teams have been has had a new coach of the year candidate that's been coaching the team very well. Has turned uh, Daniel Jones into a pretty good quarterback. Now, I do believe that when it comes to extending plays, Daniel Jones is not good. You know, if he doesn't use his legs and he has to throw the ball deeper, he's not going to be able to do that. He's like Brian DeBoll has been very good at letting Daniel Jones get like have that, have this check down available or like this play in mind. He's made Daniel Jones a good quarterback, which you have to give tons of respect for Brian Ball because there's no way Daniel Jones was a good quarterback last year. And obviously you got Saquon, who hasn't been that big of a factor in the past couple of games. I know because I had him in fantasy. But yeah, sorry, wrong division. We're in the NFC. Giants. Yeah, they lost to the Vikings earlier to in a one-score game. Yeah, the Giants defense couldn't stop the Vikings uh, from not getting that field goal. You know, that 61-yard field goal. So yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that was very lucky because Justin Jefferson got open for like a 61-yard touchdown. So very lucky for the Vikings there. And they did beat the Colts in a destruction game. They did lose to the Eagles. What happened here? Eagles. Oh, the Giants bench their stars. Okay, my bad. Okay, so if the Eagles struggled this badly, then I'd say whatever. That's about the Eagles, not the Giants. Now who I think is going to win this game? It's a tough call because both these teams are quite overrated in my opinion. But there's one team in mind but one team's just more talented in general, and that's the Vikings. The Vikings are just generally more talented on offense. Now defense is the problem, and that's gonna cost them, uh, that's gonna cost them some major points from the Giants' offense to be scoring as well. Um, and this is a one-score game, so when it comes to a one-score game, you gotta take the Vikings. The Vikings are gonna move on. Unfortunately, I don't want the Vikings to move on. I don't like them as a team. No hate, obviously, but yeah, I don't think they're a good team this year. I think they're just very overrated. And yeah, but if we gotta say who's less overrated, it's the Vikings because they're just way more talented on offense. So yeah, and the Giants defense, I mean, who's the big name there? You know what I mean? They do good sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. You guys couldn't stop Justin Jefferson from getting that screen pass, so I don't know if I can trust you in clutch moments. So yeah. Um, and have we ever seen Daniel Jones in the playoffs? So that's something we also got to consider. I think we may have seen Kirk Cousins in the playoff once or twice, but he hasn't been good either. He hasn't been good either. Kirk Cousins is another reason why this is a hard decision for me and why I'm still considering the Giants. But if Justin Jefferson has a sensational game, then they're gonna win. Like that's what it matters. So the game plan should be guarding Justin Jefferson because if like look at the Packers game, Jair Alexander shut Justin Jefferson down, and the Packers won. So I don't see the Giants blowing the Vikings out. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. So I'm gonna say the Vikings win once again. Giants, they made the playoffs. They should be very happy with themselves. So yeah, but yeah, sorry, the Giants are going home, unfortunately. So yeah, moving on, we got the 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. It's simple to me. The 49ers, even though Brock Purdy is a rookie and probably is the most like no, Brock Purdy's been playing well, even though he's got so many weapons that you can't even like count them, you know? Like it's crazy. George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, uh, Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams. Yes, he's an offensive lineman, but I don't care. You got to give him credit. So and the defense, Nick Bosa. There's no way. Like the Seattle Seahawks, the seventh seed, the Lions should have been. I think the Lions and the 49ers would have been a bigger game. Now Packers, 49ers, we know what would happen there. But yeah, Seahawks, 49ers, yeah, no, no. Gino, you guys, Gino and the Seahawks, you guys have not played well in the second half of the season. I gotta say that. Like just look at this. I mean, 8 and 9, sure, well done with Geno Smith, very well. Geno Smith made the Pro Bowl, but you guys beat the Rams in overtime. like it's the Rams, all right, and then the Jets who are falling apart as well. You guys lost to the 49ers earlier in the year. So how can you expect to beat them? No, there's nothing different. 49ers is gonna win, and then we have four. Eagles and the and Eagles and the Bucks. Now you think about it and you're like, wow, okay, so we got Tom Brady versus Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts coming off injury, rusty. I think the Philadelphia Eagles team is going to come in rusty and perform not very well for Tom Brady and his luck. So yeah, I mean, they did beat some backups with Jalen Hurts, right? I mean, to be fair, Miles Sanders, Bus Scott, Kenneth Gainwell, they played. I mean, their entire offense was playing, and they still barely beat the Giants. I don't, you can't feel good about the Eagles. I can't. Like, they're the number one seed, and it's just, one of those things where you like, they're just been too good to be true. It's too good to be true, and then Jalen Hurts gets injured. He's rusty, right? He had a bad game against Philadelphia, or against, what? No, against the Giants. And now he has another bye week. He ain't getting those rust off. He's just growing more rust. Comes off the bye week and then versus Tom Brady. Right? Now, the Buccaneers defense is underrated. They'll play good when they need to be. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, Tom Brady. And if you keep the game close for Tom Brady's going to make it happen. I think that Bucks defense is to keep this game close. And I think Tom Brady is going to come up with a clutch drive. So yeah, I'm saying Tom Brady beats the Eagles. I don't know if it's going to be an upset because you can't trust the Eagles without Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is playing bad, so it's not good with the injury. So yeah, and just like that, in the championship round, NFC Championship, you got the Buccaneers. Yep, the Buccaneers, and then you've got the Vikings and the 49ers. Now this is a simple one for me. This one's a simple one. I said one of these teams is overrated, and I said the Vikings are overrated. Now their offense is good, but the 49ers defense, it can match it. Oh, it can definitely match it. If you put pressure on Kirk Cousins will make mistakes. The 49ers are going to win this game. The pressure is going to be relentless on Kirk Cousins. Chester Jefferson's going to get frustrated because the ball ain't going to him, and he's not going to play very well. They ain't going to play very well. And the Vikings offense has been carrying their team. Brock Purdy's going to have a cakewalk against a Vikings defense that's horrendous. So, yeah, 49ers are going to the NFC Championship. There's say less. That's what's going to happen. And then we're going to have a rematch of I don't know what week it was, but it was not a good game to watch. I'll tell you that. 49ers beat the Buccaneers 35-7. Yeah, Tom Brady didn't play well. Their team did not play well. Yeah, and Brock Purdy was just played good. He did what he needed to do. The 49ers. I think the Buccaneers are going to play better than this, but I think the truth is inevitable. I think the 49ers defense, I mean, what did I say? Defense wins championships. Both these teams got talented defenses, but one defense comes in clutch and one defense sometimes disappears. And I do believe it's going to be a closer game than this. But yeah, I think it's pretty simple who's going to win this game for me. Um, Tom Brady is going to lose to the Buccaneers once again. Um, and it's gonna be weird because Tom Brady loves the 49ers, so the 49ers beating it would be a cool story if Tom Brady beat the team that he wanted to go to, and I think a lot of people would be loving that story. But Tom Brady overall hasn't played well this year, right? And they have made a run, but truthfully, I think Tom Brady's gonna come this close to making the Super Bowl, but won't do it this year. He won't do it this year, forcing him to play another year because I don't think he's retiring until he wins another Super Bowl. So yeah, there we go. Um, yeah, I know the Buccaneers defense. It could play. I think it could play pretty well in the playoffs. But if you see Brock Purdy did exactly what he needed to do, and if they can't stop Christian McCaffrey, there's no point, you know. And Deebo Samuel, I swear he got injured in this game. Uh, I think he did. I can't tell. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he got injured in either this game or a later game. So yeah, but there's just too many weapons on the 49ers offense for the Buccaneers to stop, and Tom Brady's been inconsistent, right? Um, the Bucks and uh, defense, they've been inconsistent. The entire team as the Bucks are have been very inconsistent, and don't think it's gonna be a blowout like 37-5. Don't think it's gonna be this type of score. Tom Brady's gonna make it close. If you know him, he's gonna fight his heart out and he's gonna try and win this game, but he's gonna come up just short. So yeah,